So y- you can use bands or you can use a torque strap for this. I just have a double loop and then a single band. They're both black, but you could use a red as a double loop. That would be fine. And possibly even a purple, just depending on how strong somebody is. I would start light, get the mechanics down with good form, and then we can go from there. So for this one, because we're not moving, you are going to assume this stance. So the pulling band side is going to be the same side the foot is forward. So you're going to start letting the band kind of pull you into this rotation. And then your job is to keep your knee over your ankle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull our arms first, and then we're going to start to rotate our torso. And what we're trying to do is drive into that band and get the rotation from the torso without getting the rotation from the hips. Now, what you'll see if people try to rotate the hips, you'll see this whole hip or the knee start to come back or the knee to start to turn out. So we want to keep that knee kind of centered over the middle of the foot. And then from here, we're driving the shoulders forward to get that torso rotation. Make sure we keep a nice tall spine here as we rotate. The eyes should stay forward. You want to give a hold and then relax out of it and then come back into it. So you're driving the arms to get the torso to rotate. Once you have that, then you want to just hold on 3, 2, 1, relax back out of it. You do the same thing on the other side. We spin into it here, same side as the band is hooked forward. Now we're driving here. So the knee stays centered over the foot. And then we're driving that rotation with our torso, trying to get our sternum to move as much as possible without our hips doing the movement. The press with the jump switch, similar mechanics apply because we're going to be moving our feet. Our lead foot will be our pressing side. Again, you want a little bit more weight than normal on the cable, just a little bit, maybe 10 pounds or so. And you want the cable under tension before you start. You're going to be loaded in your lead foot. Opposite arm's going to be out front. You're going to initiate the press. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your fist from slightly behind your torso to slightly in front of your torso here. So initiate that. And then once you have that tension, jump, switch, return, reset. Make sure that front foot is loaded. This goes from behind the torso to in front of the torso. So now we've got that pec engaged, and then jump, switch, reset here. These rope 180s, we're going to apply some footwork. So in the past, we've stood facing away from here and done these 180s here by getting the hips up, extending the arms and coming over. Now we're going to add some movement. So we're going to start in line with the ropes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop. We're getting this upper body rotation. Our hips stay fixed. And then as we bring the rope up and over, we pivot and we finish 180-degree rotation. So here we come up, drop, open, come back down. So hips, drop, rotate, up, over, drop down. So in slow motion, if I'm going to come up and over, I'm going to increase my vertical height to unload my right foot. I'm going to open that one up completely as I come up and over, and then I'm dropping down the other side. So in real time, I come up, over. Yep. I'm going to start to take the mechanics of the cycle lunges that we did and add a little bit of resisted rotation. So we start with our left knee forward. We'll start rotated 90 degrees at the torso. So from this position, knee goes back. We extend as we come into that forward lunge. We'll counter rotate as we drop down. So knee goes back, extend the hip. As our left foot comes forward, counter rotate knee over the foot, hinge, drop back down. So show you again here. If I start here, knee goes back, extend through the hip, counter rotate as I drop down here, knee goes back, extend through that leg, stride forward, counter rotate as I come down. So the ball is going to move more on a lateral plane, but my body is going to go in more of a vertical plane as I drop into those lunges.